to go. And Meg's got the signal, and she's coming out with the jump serve. Sunrise Mountain able to get it under control, but lost it on the set to go over. That'll go down as an ace as it was not able to be returned. Peoria jumping out to a 1-0 lead here in game one. Meg Gross with the serve again. That one sailed deep out the back of the zone there. Going to give Sunrise Mountain the point and the serve. Tied 1-1. Serving for Sunrise Mountain Mustangs, number 4, Chelsea Tippett. The fake set there, punched over. Great play there by Lauren Hunt. Made him think she was going to smash it hard. She gave it the light touch over the defense, and nobody there to recover. Ball finds a way to the floor. 2-1 Peoria. Big serve there now by Gabby Cano. Oh, a nice dig there by the libero for Peoria. They're able to get it over. Savannah Medina with the great hit, and that finds a way to the ground as well. Peoria goes up 3-1. Awesome play. The libero, usually a defensive specialist for the team. And Savannah Medina showing right there that she can get it done. A good serve there now by Cano. There was confusion there at the line for Peoria, but Michaela Ellis getting the ball over, making it happen. I don't think Sunrise Mountain was ready for it. I don't think they thought that Peoria was going to get it over, but they managed to. As we have a wardrobe malfunction there. Taylor Blue had to get rid of her hair tie. It's a little wrist deal there. Sunrise Mountain now looking to get back in as gets the ball over. Nice set there. Back set. Big hit there. Found its way to the floor again. And Michaela Ellis with another point. Found the back corner of the zone there of Sunrise Mountain to go up 5-1 Peoria. Gabby Cano still serving. Big serve there now. Sunrise Mountain able to keep it in play. Nice set. Big hit there. Picked up by Cano, but nobody there. Communication breakdown as Meg Gross tried to dive at the last second to get it, but by then it was too late. I like to call that the campfire girls syndrome, where they all just stand around watching it. As it falls to the floor, it's going to be 2-5 now. Sunrise Mountain trailing with the big serve from Taylor Ayers. And that one goes out of bounds. It's going to go right back to Peoria. Substitution there now as Taylor Blue goes out and Tashana Cotton comes in for Peoria. Libero Savannah Medina with the serve. Great dig there. Quick set over. They're going to call a lift on the libero. I thought that was a great effort to get down there. They were just standing around watching again. Savannah Medina came from the back to get that, but they said she lifted. So that point will go to Sunrise Mountain, serving Julia Marino. Good set there. Nice hit. Great hit by Alyssa Benier. Unusual for a team that your tallest player would also be your setter, but is the case there. Meg Gross getting it done. Peoria now serving Rachel Davis. Sunrise Mountain managing to get it over the defense. There's a big hit there. Sunrise Mountain ready for a nice set. Soft touch right into the net. No good. Madeline Crouch had the right idea. She just didn't put enough on it. Comes up short, hits the top of the net, falls her side. Point, Peoria Panthers. Big serve. That looked like they might have won now, but Sunrise Mountain kept it in. They pooches it over. There's a great dig right there by the libero. Hit over that time by Gross. Short set there. Peoria ready for it that time. They just get that one over. Back set there for Sunrise Mountain. Caught her own girl off guard, but they managed to get it over. Big set there. Big hit off the defense, controlled by Sunrise Mountain. Not a great set, but they did manage to get it over. There's a front set there. Nice one by Cotton to get it over. They can still save this. They do so. They get it back over. Kind of a free ball there. Peoria choosing to set it up, and the big hit by Gross going cross court went too far out of bounds. Point Sunrise Mountain, boy, that was great hustle by Sunrise Mountain to keep that ball in play. But they basically gave Peoria a free ball, and Peoria decided to go 3 hits with it and still put too much power on it. Sails it out of bounds. Serving now for Sunrise Mountain. Rebecca Hayes, the defensive, just get a hand under it. Works out for Peoria as that sailed over the net, and Sunrise Mountain wasn't ready for it. Going to be point Peoria now 9-4 with Micah Castro coming in, and she will be serving for Peoria. Big serve there. Sunrise Mountain ready for it, though. Set, hit way out of the back of the zone. Sails out of bounds off of Rachel Fink. Rachel had a good hit on it, but she had too much on it as it sailed out of the back for point Peoria, 10-4. And little Micah Castro able to get enough on that on a standing serve to make it go out the back of the zone. Point and serve to Sunrise Mountain. Madeline Crouch with the honors. Peoria getting it ready there. Nice put over by Lauren Hunt. Big hit. Oh, that fell in. Rachel Fink goes cross court with the spike. Peoria thought it was going to sail wide. It did drop just like a sinker to stay in bounds, giving point to Sunrise Mountain. Crouch still serving. Great hit there at the net by both teams. The set there, the big hit, nobody home for Peoria. Taylor Glidwell with the spike in the score. 10-7 now as Sunrise Mountain is trying to climb back in this one. Only down by 3 here in game number 1. Crouch with the serve. Back set for Gross. Gross gets it over. And there was a little bit of a problem getting the set there. Monica Fisher able to get hands on it, but it sailed on her into the net, and none of the front girls are ready for it, so it just falls right to the ground. Point Peoria. Cotton checks back out with Vapo coming in, and she will serve for Peoria. Big serve. Punched over by Sunrise Mountain. They're going to get a set. Big hit. Sunrise Mountain ready for it. They're set. Hit deep. Peoria ready for it this time. Short set. Hit long. They're going to call that one out of bounds in point Peoria. Boy, that was close. If you see that with the naked eye, you cannot make that call. You might have to pause, rewind that one a few times and make sure you see what happened. But they're calling that one out as Coach Josh Meyer for Sunrise Mountain is in disbelief. He thought for sure that was in. Referee saying no, it is in fact out on my call. So it will be Peoria's ball. 12-7 the score. Peoria leading over Sunrise Mountain. Vapo still with the serve. Great hustle there. Just going to have to get that one over. They get it over. Peoria with the set. Great set. Long hit. And that one was called in. Lauren Hunt with the deep ball. Looked exactly like the hit to the other side, but Peoria's calling that one in. Coach Mayer in disbelief again that he didn't get the same call for him that he got against him. Oh, just out of position. Mistimed her jump. Taylor Glidwell, I think she maybe forgot she was in the back row on that one because that looked like a front row spike right over the net, but she was a little too far back. Glidwell with the dig on that one, but nobody home to help her out. Diving effort by Rebecca Hayes. But no such luck as that ball touches down, and now Peoria jumps out to a 15-7 lead here in game 1. Vapo holding serve. To the back. Looked like that one might have went out, but the libero saved it for Sunrise Mountain. They bumped that one over. Nice short set there. The hit over by Taylor Blue. Sunrise Mountain able to defend it. The fake back set. Gross with the hit. Stays in. That time we could see that one. That was well inside the line as Coach Meyer takes a timeout after that one. Peoria Panthers on a run, big run, 16-7, 9-point lead here in game number 1 against Sunrise Mountain. Boy, that was incredible hit there by Meg Gross to find the back zone. Well in bounds on that one, though. No denying that one, as Coach Mayer thought he was victimized by 2 line calls. one against, but both points for Peoria. Both teams are coming in with a losing record, however. Despite all the talent on this floor, we said Sunrise Mountain at 5-8 and Peoria at 4-5. Both teams with a lot of talent. It's just hard to play in this division out here. Peoria Voppel still with the serve. After the quick timeout, 16-7 your score. Game number 1. Deep serve goes down as an ace. Communication error between Madeline Crouch and Monica Fisher. Fisher thought she would have it, but Crouch jumped in front of her, hands out of position, and knocked it right to the floor. Deep serve that time. They let that one go, and it does sail out of bounds. Voppel's reign comes to an end, as she will also be subbed out for the libero, Savannah Medina. Serving for Sunrise Mountain is number 7, Rita Vanola. Nice set there. Off the defense. Great hit by Lauren Hunt. Didn't have a lot of power on it. Put a little spin on it, however. It goes off the defense right to the floor. Awesome play there as Rachel Davis takes a seat and Michaela Ellis checks in. Big serve there by Gross. We have an official's timeout. Looked like there might be a rotation discrepancy. Both teams huddle up there. Peoria briefly. Sunrise Mountain taking a little more time to talk about it as the refs try to get this figured out. 18-8 the score. Peoria coming out guns blazing, looking to avenge a week 1 loss at the hands of Sunrise Mountain, who beat them 3 straight games. But that match took place in Sunrise Mountain, so they were expected to win that. As Peoria now was holding home, as the ace there off of Monica Fisher. 19-8 now. Meg Gross getting it done all over the floor. Small run and jump serve. Sunrise Mountain able to respond this time off the defense. Gross with the set. Big hit off the defense. Great play by Michaela Ellis. Had a lot of power on that. The defense for Sunrise Mountain was there. It was just too strong a hit, and it deflected off the defense out of bounds. Meg Gross with the serve. Great dig there by Fisher. Poked over. Great block there by Taylor Blue. With the awesome defense, putting the block on, getting the point. 21-8. Just as Sunrise Mountain thought they'd get back into this game, Peoria has pulled away. Another great dig there by Fisher. Good set. Defense there. Defense of Taylor Blue and Michaela Ellis. Able to put that one right back down on the side of Sunrise Mountain, 22-8. Meg Gross still holding serve. Big hit, bad set again. The communication error, there was no chance of Sunrise Mountain getting that one right. That set went deep, and then the reset went too far into the zone. As the player was coming up, all she could do was hit it, and it just sailed wide out the back of the Peoria zone for the point, 23-8. Meg Gross, big serve. That one sailed out of bounds. It seems to be for the Peoria girls, the longer they serve, the stronger it becomes, because It's later in their serve that it sails deep out of bounds and not before. Server for Sunrise Mountain, number 4, Chelsea Tippett. And that was a great dig there by Michaela. And then a great defense by Blue and Lauren Hunt. Blue will get the credit with the score, as Hunt is going to check out and Castro are checking out. We have Kano and Benier in for game point, 24-9 Peoria. And that one called in despite the entire Sunrise Mountain team yelling out. Great way to come in and get the ace is Kano to take game number 1, 25-9. I'd say that is an incredible way to start things out if you're Peoria, trying to get a little bit of sweet revenge here on the home court. They do switch sides now. And they will get things underway here shortly. Game number 1, boy, that was all Peoria. They came out dominant. They knew what they wanted to do. They had a great game plan. Coach Michelle Stoffe knew what she wanted to do. These girls are in sync now. This is another reason why their record surprises me. There's just so much talent on this team. Yeah, they still have that losing record, but they come in here tonight. They knew what they wanted to do. They executed. The offense was great. The defense was phenomenal. They scored many points off the defense. I don't know, maybe the pregame band concert got them in the mood, but it was a nice added touch, and they ran with it. So they take game number 1 convincingly, 25-9. And this is, well, we'll see if this is a preview of things to come for the Peoria ladies volleyball. Then maybe they get this ship righted, get everything back on track, and pick up that record. And we can hear Coach Josh Meyer over there a little disappointed in the defense. His team executed that game, so I think they'll definitely be making some adjustments, maybe see a different lineup come out here for game number 2. And see if they can get some of that home court side of the net love that Peoria had there. As they're ready to take the court. See if we can't see who they all have coming out there. They got number 4, Chelsea Tippett, number 5, Madeline Crouch, number 12, Taylor Glidwell. And see if we can't get the rest of these numbers when they come out of the huddle. They are giving the little pep talk. The Peoria Panthers now coming out as well. Megan Gross, Lauren Hunt, Taylor Blue, Rachel Davis, Savannah Medina, and others. We also got Julia Marino for Sunrise Mountain. Michaela Ellis, Savannah I'm sorry, wrong one. Kimry Nash comes out for Sunrise Mountain. That's the one I was missing. Julia Marino, we got her. And number 12, Taylor Glidwell got her. And number 7, Rita Rizvanoli. That was her. Alyssa Benier also out for Peoria. Peoria served game 1, so Sunrise Mountain will be starting with service in game number 2 here. Number 4, Chelsea Tippett will get things started. Big serve. Big serve goes out of bounds. Not the way to get things started in game 1, but 1-0 lead for Peoria as Meg Gross will serve. She had a lot of points last time she was back there. Now Sunrise Mountain a little confused there And now Coach Mayer gets some of that love there because that one was called in for Sunrise Mountain. Tied game number 2 up 1-1. And Sunrise Mountain making substitutions already. Going back to serve is number 1, Taylor Ayers. Gross with the set. Cross court. Swing and a miss. Rita Rizvanoli. A rare sight there that you would see the varsity girls miss on the spike. 2-1 Sunrise Mountain. Gross with a set now. Taylor Blue there, but there were offsides on Peoria. Game number 2 falling apart for him here already. As Sunrise Mountain goes up 3-1. Taylor Ayers still with the serve. Gross with the set. Hunt with the hit. And they said that was in. I couldn't tell. I had a couple of players in the way, but the ref right there with the eye on the line says that was good. And that'll go point Peoria with Monica Fisher back to serve. Good set there. Bump. Gross with the set. Goes deep. Great defense there for Sunrise Mountain. Something they didn't have in game 1. Taylor Blue with the soft touch over the defense. Another great touch there. And again, 3 in a row. Taylor Blue first. Then Alyssa Benier. Then back to Blue. And Blue finally gets the point. Tie this thing up 3-3. Sorry, that was Gabby. That's Gabby Cano with the serve. Gross going to the floor to pick that one up. Hit over. Great hustle there by Peoria, still going for it. Ball touched all 3 times. Unfortunately, not able to make it back to the net for Peoria, so point goes to Sunrise Mountain. Serving for Sunrise Mountain, and it sailed out. It's number 10, Julia Marino. Now number 4, Savannah Medina, will be serving for Peoria. By Alyssa Benier. Sunrise Mountain just not sure what to do with it. That one falls to the ground. 5-4 now. Peoria takes the lead. Nice set there, back set. Little out of position was number 14, Camry Nash, but she managed to get it over. Benier pooches that one over. Nice power shot there by Madeline Crouch off the defense onto the floor. Tie this thing back up at 5 apiece here in game number 2. Substitutions now for Sunrise Mountain. Rebecca Hayes goes back to serve. Gross with the set. Cross to Benier. Great defense there by Sunrise Mountain. And they got called for forehead. Ref is saying it wasn't the defense, it was the net that blocked the ball from going over. So the point goes to Sunrise Mountain, and they regain the lead 6-5. It looks like we're having another situation here with the rotation. Ref checking at the table. Sunrise Mountain wanting to get this going as they got a little bit of momentum built up here again. 6-5 lead, Sunrise Mountain. Ref says everything checks out okay. They give the go-ahead. And Hayes with the serve, but sails out of bounds. More substitutions now for Peoria. Davis back in. Atkins out. Davis with the serve. Nice set there. And that one is in. Great hit by Lauren Hunt. Able to find the back of the zone. Stays in. Regains their 1-point lead. Little step-by-step action going on. Big serve there by by Crouch. Good hustle by Sunrise Mountain defense. They just pooched that one over. Big set there. Gross with the power. Great dig there by the libero. Benier with the big hit. Another great dig by the libero for Sunrise Mountain. Back set, Gross comes up off the defense. Sunrise Mountain ready. Back set there and into the net. Out of position, awkward jump. Rachel Fink didn't get the set she wanted. Tried to make the best out of it, and it went right into the net after the great volley. Point goes to Peoria, and serving for Peoria is Nikki Vopper. Oh, communication error off the basketball hoop. You do play that, as Sunrise Mountain did. Peoria now with the back set to Gross. Gross with the lefty point off of Madeline Crouch. Great hit there by Meg Gross. Vapo now with the serve. Great dig there by Ellis. The set put over off the defense. Nice set there. Hunt with the soft touch, and it is in. Great play by Lauren Hunt to find the open spot on the defense side. Panthers now with a 2-point lead, 9-7, here in game number 2. And that one sails long on Valpo, out of bounds, 8-9. Sunrise Mountain will regain the serve, and back for Sunrise Mountain is Rita Rizvanoli. Nice set there. Hunt going for the big hit. The defense ready that time. Sunrise Mountain back set. Great hustle by Peoria to get that back over. Cotton with the hustle, and it pays dividends as the hit goes short on Sunrise Mountain again. Point Peoria. Awesome play by the defense of the Peoria Panthers. 10-8. Peoria back up to a 2-point lead. Now serving for them is Micah Castro. And again, little Micah knocks it way too far out the back of the zone on the standalone serve. 9-10. Sunrise Mountain will regain the serve. 1-point deficit. Serving for them is number 4, Chelsea Tippett. Oh, and just not enough on it. You could see it in her eyes when she hit it. She wished she had that one back. She knew it was not going to make it. Falls short. Back serving for Peoria is number 13, Meg Gross. Meg Gross is one of the captains, her and Savannah Medina. Meg Gross only a junior. So she will be back next year, as there's a big communication error there for Sunrise Mountain as Taylor Glidwell and Monica Fisher run into each other. Trying to get that one back over. No such luck. Point Peoria. Gross holding serve. Good serve there. Sunrise Mountain ready that time. Great dig down there by Crouch. By Valpo. And then the great defense by Sunrise Mountain to get the point. Put themselves back within 2, 12-10. Back serving, Taylor Ayers. Great serve. Gross with the back set to Hunt. Hunt with the hit. Sunrise Mountain ready for him that time. And the big hit, finding the open spot, is Madeline Crouch. Finally got the set and the approach she wanted. Just unloaded. Found the open spot in that Peoria defense. 1-point game, 12-11. Gross now with the short set. Blue pooches it over. Sunrise Mountain ready for it. Soft touch that time by Crouch. Big hit. Oh, that one. Madden went out. Nice hit over, though, by Sunrise Mountain. Set. Crouch from the back. Off the defense to the ground. Nice hit by Meg Gross. I'm not sure if that exactly what was planned, but it worked. So I'm sure she's happy with the point. 13-11. Serving is number 6, Gabby Cano. Big hit. Bigger hit. Great play there by the defense. Gross with the set. Another big hit over there by Benier. Oh, and there it is again. Crouch finding her spot. Almost the same place she got point last time. finding their sweet spot, bringing them back to within one, 13-12 here in game number 2. Julia Marino with the serve. Lanier with the dig, Gross with the set, Blue with the spike, but Sunrise Mountain able to get to it. And just out of position again, not getting a ball flush is Kimry Nash, the 6'1 senior. Just not finding her groove yet. Medina now with the serve for the Panthers. Great play there. Back set to Nash again. Nash gets it that time off of Medina with the point. That time she makes it work, and she will be substituted out. Her and Tippett go out. Looks like Fink and Hayes come back in. Hayes to do the serving. And right into the net. Unfortunate error there for Sunrise Mountain. Putting Peoria back up to a 2-point lead, 15-13, game number 2. Serving is Rachel Davis. Good dig there, back set, and right into the net is Crouch. You can tell most of Sunrise Mountain's set goes from that right side, but they just can't seem to get it over the net over there. Cross set now trying near side. Got that one over. Peoria able to get that one back over. Big hit that time. Oh, smart play by Gross to poke that one over. The set, Crouch off the defense, pokes it back over. There's a set again, back set, and right into the net. Rachel Fink hits the net. I am quite sure that most of, if not all of, Sunrise Mountain's points have come near side. Everything far side has gone into the net. Much like that serve, unfortunately, for Rachel Davis. 17-14 your score here, game number 2. Peoria took game 1 convincingly, 25-9. Sunrise Mountain putting up a much bigger fight here in game number 2. But Crouch with the serve. Nice back set there for Benier. Benier hits it off the defense. Sunrise Mountain able to get to it, but it sails over the net and out of bounds. Point Peoria, who have seemed to be taking control again, much like they did in game number 1. Stretching out to a 4-point lead, their largest lead of this game. Vapo now with the serve. Sunrise Mountain handling that one quite easily, but putting a little too much on it is Taylor Glidwell. Sailing out the back of the zone, point to the Peoria Panthers. Vapo still scoring. Still serving. Oh, the communication breakdown. Crouch put it up, but not enough on it. And then in no man's land at the last minute there, Monica Fisher tried to make a dive for it, but it was too late as coach decides he wants to take another timeout, as now Peoria has jumped out to a 6-point lead here in game number 2. And after the switch of the game, in between, Sunrise Mountain had a lot of discussion, and Coach Mayer was greatly disappointed and voiced his concerns, and they seemed to have righted the ship coming out, jumping out to a nice little lead at first, 3-1, and then it got tied up, and then there was a little up-tie action going on for Sunrise Mountain, but since then, Peoria has taken over and jumped out to a 6-point lead. And pulling away under the serve of Vapo. Oh, as that one goes into the net, falls short, giving Sunrise Mountain a much-needed break. To see if they can get this thing going again. Back to serve for Sunrise Mountain is number 7, Rita Rizvanelli. Nice set there by Davis. And Gross hits it off the defense again, goes out of bounds. Point Panthers. There's a couple of more substitutions going on for Peoria. 21-15 now. Peoria looking at victory here. If they can control it. And that time Castro keeps her serve in play. Nice set there by Davis for Gross. Gross gets it over. Sunrise might not be able to handle it. Back set to Hunt. And that time she gets it over the net, or Fink, I'm sorry. She gets it over the net and finds a zone for the point. 21-16 now. Sunrise Mountain trying to get something going here. Number 4, Chelsea Tippett with the serve. Davis with the set. Hunt now with the hit. Sunrise Mountain gets it over. The Peoria maybe could have let that one go. Gross with the big hit. The poke over. Davis now with the back set to Gross. Gross is going to knock that one over. Free ball for Sunrise Mountain. Nice set. Jumped way too early for that. Ball set a little higher than she expected. Taylor Glidwell jumped and tried to hang in there as long as she could, but came down too soon. Contact with the ball right into the net. Meg Gross now with the serve. 22-16. The bump puts that one back over the net. Short set and hit by Taylor Blue. Julia Marino did the right thing, but she thought it was the wrong thing. She pulled back, so she really just touched the ball, and then it fell to the floor. 23-16 Peoria here in game number 2. Gross with the serve. Great dig there by Fisher. Sunrise Mountain able to get that one over. Big hit there, and in the middle of two players. Savannah Medina finding the campfire girl spot there in the defense. Sunrise Mountain point, game point for Peoria. Meg Gross with the serve. 24-16. Good dig there. Nice hit. Great defense, but Sunrise Mountain getting it back over. Gross with the short set, and Taylor Blue comes over off the short set, puts the spike into it right to the ground. Game 25-16. Peoria Panthers go up 2-0. And with that, we are going to take a brief intermission here. Be back in about 2 minutes for a station break. You are watching Ladies Volleyball here on IBNSports.com. And welcome back. Jason Superman Evans here with you. Ken Peak doing his peak performance to bring you the best in the audio video department. of this match. Peoria, Sunrise Mountain. Peoria taking a 2-0 lead, trying to avenge a loss in week 1 where Sunrise Mountain dominated at home, winning in 3 straight. Meg Gross now serving to get game number 3 here started. Great play, dig there by Sunrise Mountain across. Gross with the set. And I'm not sure, but I think Lauren Hunt may have went over just a little bit on that one. 1-0, Sunrise Mountain serving for Sunrise Mountain, Chelsea Tippett. Oh, Manier unable to control that one. Great hustle there by Michaela Ellis, but not able to control it. Goes out of bounds. 2-0, Sunrise Mountain. That one sails live. Boy, she really put a lot on that one, did Chelsea Tippett. Sails out of the back of the zone. Point and serve goes to Peoria, as we have number 6, Gabby Cano, doing the honors. Oh, and the ace goes right off of 13, Sydney Smack. Almost like it caught her by surprise. It was more of a self-defense than a bump of any sort, and it just rolled right off her and went out of bounds. Tie this thing up, 2-2. Nice set there. Cross court, great hit that time by Taylor Glidwell. Sunrise Mountain a little more in sync. The sets are looking better already here in game number 3. The approaches are matching the set, and with that, ball going across the net. 3-2, Sunrise Mountain. Madeline Crouch serving, barely getting that one over the net. Back set by Gross. Good hit there. Gross with the set again. This time cross to Benier. Benier going back corner. The sneak put over. Taylor Blue putting it back over. Davis there with the set. Just a lot of pooching going on. No 3 hitters going. There's a nice one there. Off the defense. Glidwell got it across. Taylor Blue thought she could get a hand on it, put it back over, but she was too far off the net. It falls down Peoria side. Point Sunrise Mountain to take a 4-2 lead. Crouch with the serve. Medina with the save. Blue with the point over. The put over. Gross there with the set. And Benier puts it into the net. 5-2, Sunrise Mountain. Oh, Crouch puts that one in the net, puts it into the run. But Sunrise Mountain certainly has something to build on here in game number 3. Savannah Medina now serving for Peoria. Oh, and again the bump. Strong sails back over the net, but Peoria not ready for it. Point goes to Sydney Smack and Sunrise Mountain. 6-3, 3-point lead for Sunrise Mountain Mustangs. Nice serve there by Marino, set by Gross. And just put a little too much on. It was Michaela Ellis. Right idea, a little too much power and not enough control either way, but it was enough to get Coach Stoffi to call a timeout to see what is going on with her girls. Down, trailing 7-3, their biggest deficit of the night. Here in game number 3, they won first game 25-9. And they just won game number 2, 25-16. And they find themselves trailing here in game number 3, 7-3. Definite cause for concern, uncharacteristic of what we've seen here tonight from the Lady Panthers. Both teams now ready to resume play, back out on the court. Everybody in position. Ref letting them know how many timeouts they have left. Big serve by Marino there. Gross with the set. Cotton hits it over. Sunrise Mountain ready for it. There's a nice set. Smack bumps it over. That one looked like it was sailing out, but they kept it in. Back set there that time. Ellis gets it over. Back set on that one. Great dig there by Medina. And the double hit called on Peoria. Point Sunrise Mountain. But things do seem to be a little more in sync for both teams on that volley. Oh, and the bad bump there by Medina, giving Marino the ace as she bumped it out of bounds. 9-3 now. Sunrise Mountain trying to pull away. Heads up play there by the defense of Peoria to get that over. Big hit that time. They can play that off the ceiling. That can still go over. They get it over. Free ball now. Sunrise Mountain. They choose a set. But call for the double hit is Chelsea Tippett. Great hustle by Peoria to keep that thing alive as Rachel Davis comes in to give Michaela Ellis a breather. Davis will be doing the serving. And the pooch over works for Sunrise Mountain. The set went deep into the net. That was basically all she could do was give Peoria a free ball, but Peoria caught watching instead of playing, and that ball finds the ground to give Sunrise Mountain a 10-5 lead with Glidwell serving. Gross taking that out. Davis with the set to Gross. Gross hits it wide and out of bounds as they just gave the point to the wrong team there. They got it straightened out now. 11-4, Sunrise Mountain lead. Taylor Glidwell with the serve. And into the net. That net has played a major part in serving tonight. I mean, it always does. You have to get it over, but it has blocked several serves. The net may be the leading blocker of the night. We got Vapo now serving for Peoria. Substitutions, Hunt back in as Cano will take a seat. Great serve right in the middle of everybody. Ace Vapo coming in, getting it done. Fisher, Glidwell, and Smack just watched it go right to the floor. Get hands on that one. Soft one. I figured Cotton would just put that one back over. Now, communication errors afoot for Sunrise Mountain. They managed to get it over. Boy, that was awkward, but Gross gets it back over. Set now for Smack. Smack pokes it over. Hunt gets it. Davis sets it. Gross hits it. Big windup, little hit. Oh, great dig there for Medina. Hunt now getting it. Great hustle there, and just too much. Goes out of bounds. Excellent play by Peoria. The defense was there for Sunrise Mountain. They just couldn't get enough control to get it back onto the playing surface. Sails out of bounds. 11-7, Sunrise Mountain lead. Vapo with the serve. Short set there, gets it over. Big hit, another great dig. Another big hit. Boy, that looked like it was all of out of bounds to me. But what I think does not matter as the refs call it in. Point Sunrise Mountain. Coach Meyer there getting some love on what he thought he was victimized by there in games 1 and 2. Good dig there. Hunt just hit that one over off the defense. Nice set there by Tippett. Hunt will just get that one over off the defense again. And the big hit by the 6'1 senior, Kimry Nash, getting a point. Lead back up to 6, 13-7. Sunrise Mountain here in game number 3. Coach Stoffi coming out of her chair, saying that was the fourth hit. And it is upheld. Coach Meyer now coming over, trying to get an understanding of what happened. 12-7, Sunrise Mountain with Sydney Smack serving. Way to put it over Gross. Sunrise Mountain not ready for it. I think most of the players are still trying to figure out the last situation. But Peoria able to get it done. Gross with the put over. Say she may have been over offsides, but refs did not call it. Point Peoria 8-12 trailing, however, here in game number 3. With Castro with the serve. Another communication error there for Sunrise Mountain. Peoria looked in danger of having the same thing. Great defense there at the net. Nice soft touch by Crouch. Gross putting a lot on. A great dig there by Smack. Set. Crouch with the hit. Didn't catch it flush. Davis with the back set to Gross. Gross puts it through the defense. Awesome play by Meg Gross, finding the opening and hitting the floor. Monica Fisher almost had the dig there, but she was just a little too late. Castro with the serve, 12-9. That one sails out about. No, they're saying that was in. Maybe I need to get my glasses checked, or maybe I should get glasses and then get them checked. As point goes to Peoria, Coach Mayer has seen enough of his team falling apart here. He takes the timeout. Try to get his girls back under control. They were up by as much as 6 here in game number 3 as they're watching their lead deteriorate, now down only 2, 12-10. Sunrise Mountain trying to stretch things out as Peoria has jumped out to a 2-0 lead, taking game number 1 convincingly 25-9. And game number 2, 25-16, where Sunrise Mountain put up more of a fight, but things unraveled on them later in that game. 12-10 your score now. Sunrise Mountain leading. Micah Castro still serving. And then to the net. She was maybe the last one I expected to see put one into the net, considering hers usually sailed wide out the back of the zone. 13-10 now, and Camry Nash with the serve for Sunrise Mountain. Good dig there. Davis with the cross set to Hunt. Hunt gets it over. And nothing Smack can do with it. She just put her hands out. It was so strong it went right into the net. And none of the Sunrise Mountain front line could play it well enough off the net. Point Peoria. Meg Gross now with the serve. Good dig there, and great play by Taylor Blue at the net. The dig goes long off of Fisher over to the Peoria side, and Taylor Blue, being opportunistic, just hits it right back down onto the floor. Gross now with the serve, the set. The double hit looked almost like it was a smoke screen, but it did not work either way. It goes right into the net. This game is tied, 13-all on the service of Meg Gross. And an ace. Sydney Smack, again, hands out of position. Player in position, hands out of position, knocked it right to the floor. Just like that, the 6-point lead is gone, and now Sunrise Mountain trails by 1, 14-13. Meg Gross holding serve. Big serve off the libero, Monica Fisher. Meg Gross with the ace. Getting it done. The junior captain on her service has given her team a 2-point lead here in game number 3, 15-13. Good dig that time by Crouch to set, but she touched. Chelsea Tippett touched the net when she was trying to make the set, so point will go to Peoria. Meg Gross still putting in work, 16-13. Another great serve, dig that time by Ayers. Great dig on the side of Peoria. Short set, bumped over, goes out of bounds. Boy, Tippett's just beside herself. She thought she had a perfect short set for Marino. Marino thinking it's going to be a regular set. Just got a hand on it enough to hit it over the net, but it trailed out of bounds. 17-13, Meg Gross still serving. And she puts that one into the net, but she had an awesome run and definitely got her team up with a nice lead. 17-14 here, game 3. Chelsea Tippett now can redeem herself with a great serve. Gross with the back set to Hunt. Hunt with the hit. Sunrise Mountain able to stabilize to get it done. The short set there by Gross, over by Blue. Crouch now with the short put over. Great defense there by Peoria, clicking on all cylinders again. Great hit there, but the defense ready for it by Peoria. The fake and the hit. Sunrise Mountain defense set up on Taylor Blue, thinking she was going to go for the point when all along it was Lauren Hunt near side with the hit right down the line to find the ground. Give Peoria the 4-point lead, 18-14. With Gabby Cano serving. Nice set there, big hit. Great dig by Medina. Oh, and the hit into the net is Michaela Ellis getting back in the game. Had a great idea, went into the net. Point Sunrise Mountain, 18-15. More substitutions about. Sunrise Mountain's going to try to get back in this one with Madeline Crouch serving. Good dig there. Gross able to control it now and put it over the campfire in effect on Sunrise Mountain. Boy, sometimes I guess like Michael Cartenuto would say, it's better to be lucky than good, because that was a free ball for Sunrise Mountain and they just stood there and watched it fall to the floor. Good dig that time by Fisher. Nice hit and found the zone. The back of the zone is Taylor Glidwell. Point Sunrise Mountain. Not going away that easily. Only a 3-point deficit, 19-16, with Julia Marino to serve. Julia is a junior captain who will be coming back next season. Ellis now with the dig. Gross with the set and Benier with the hit. Sunrise Mountain able to get it though. Smack not catching it flush. Gross just pokes it over now. Gross with the poke again, and that time it worked. Finds the floor. Peoria just playing skill ball there. Not a lot of power, not a lot of finesse, just really great placement of the ball. 20-16 now as Rachel Davis comes in to serve. Nash able to get it over. Davis with the set to Benier. Benier off the double defense between Nash and Glidwell. Again, Sunrise Mountain is in position. They are where they're supposed to be. They're just not getting control of the ball the way they want to. Smack now with the dig. There's a set. Nash with the hit right in front of Benier, unable to react. I know that feeling where you're just stuck in the mud where you can see it, but your feet just simply refuse to move. 21-17 now with Glidwell going back to serve for Sunrise Mountain. Good dig there. Benier with the hit off the defense. Again, off of Nash and Smack. Ball goes out of bounds, get the point. 22-17 now. Let's not forget, Sunrise Mountain had a 6-point lead here in game number 3 that we watched disappear, and now they trail by 5. Nikki Vompel with the serve. Big serve, good dig there by Glidwell. Nice set. Nash getting it over. Davis with the set now. Hunt with the hit. Off of Glidwell. And Crouch not able to get to it. Goes sails out of the back of the zone there as Coach Meyer wants to take a timeout, as a 6-point lead has now turned into a 6-point deficit for the Sunrise Mountain Mustangs. I'm not sure what Coach Stoffe told her girls in that last timeout that she called, but whatever it was, got things back on track, and they came out and started playing the same volleyball we saw in the first 2 games. And they erased that 6-point deficit, jumped out to a 6-point lead, and looking to finish this game and match here shortly with the next 2 points. Both teams only using half of the allotted timeout time. Voppel still with the serve. Good things have happened for Peoria when Voppel and when Gross has been back there serving. And I must have jinxed her. because that one sailed out of bounds. 23-18. Sunrise Mountain trails as they get a substitution. Smack goes to the bench, and Ayers comes in to serve. Hunt with the dig. Davis with the set. Gross with the hit. Off the defense. Cotton with the smart play to keep it alive. Sunrise Mountain bumps it over. Now Davis will reset. Short set to Cotton. Cotton with the left. You can see that from here. I don't think Davis got the set she wanted. Cotton wasn't ready for it. Figure she'd go for it anyway. Worst they can do is call her for the lift. 23-19 now. Ayers with the serve. As that one sails long out of the back of the zone. Point, game point, match point. Coming up here for Peoria if Castro can keep it in play. And it sails long. Castro is an awesome player, but she's just been putting a little too much on her serves today. Camry Nash, now the 6'1 senior, serving, hoping to keep things alive for Sunrise Mountain. Great dig there. Davis with the set. Gross with the hit. Nice dig there. A nice one. Oh, way to go to the floor. Davis with the set. But the double hit. Awesome defense there by Peoria. But victimized by the double hit, not able to get it done, giving point to Sunrise Mountain, who only trails by 3 now, 24-21. Sunrise Mountain staying alive. High set by Davis. Gross with the hit off the defense into the net, and that is going to do it just like that. How fitting that Meg Gross would get the game-winning point, match-winning point off a set, off the defense. Sunrise Mountain falls 3 straight, much like Peoria did in Sunrise Mountain. So Peoria avenges their week 1 loss in convincing fashion. They win game 1 25-9, game 2 25-16, and game 3 25-21. Each game harder than the last, but Peoria able to manage to get it done. Well, real quick, I would like to say a great thank you to Rick Johnson for having us out here, making everything possible. Definitely to Coach Michelle Stoffe and Coach Josh Meyer. Steve Sellers back in the office, making sure we get on. My cameraman, the wonderful Ken Peak. You're head and shoulders above the rest, and not just because you're up high right now. Thank you for joining us again. Your final score, well, match play, Sunrise Mountain 0, Peoria 3. Join us again later on this week for more volleyball, and definitely don't forget us Friday for football action. I am Jason Superman Evans here on IBNSports.com.